Fear arises simply because something is unknown. If you knew the campaign that you wanted to launch to land that agent, you wouldn't have fear. If you knew how to talk about yourself and your brand and you knew it was packaged and marketed in a great way, there would not be fear in pitching it. Hi there, Jodie Bentley here, actor and branding and career coach for actors. And today, I want to talk about what to do when you feel fear. Now look, fear is inevitable. It's going to come up. Let me know in the comments if you have felt fear in your acting career in the past month. Most people do, okay? But I want to talk about why that fear arises. Fear comes about, whether it's fear in reaching out to agents, fear in writing a pitch email to a manager, fear in doing that self-tape that came in, fear in setting up a new self-tape area, fear in pitching yourself, whatever that fear may be. Fear arises simply because something is unknown. Because if you knew how to write a pitch email, you wouldn't have fear. If you knew the campaign that you wanted to launch to land that agent, you wouldn't have fear. If you knew how to set up your self-tape area and knew that it would be great for you, there wouldn't be fear. If you knew how to talk about yourself and your brand and you knew it was packaged and marketed in a great way, there would not be fear in pitching it. So fear simply stems from the unknown. So you gotta know that. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you or whatever story we put on, oh, this fear is coming up. Maybe I'm not meant to do this thing, whatever it may be. So I just invite you to not put stories on the fear. Fear simply comes into play when something is unknown. And of course, there's gonna be a time in your career when something is unknown, right? You might not know a system to reach out to agents. You might not know how to brand yourself. You might not know how to get the best headshots that sell you to open up the doors. You might not know those things, and that is okay. But what I really invite you to do, if you are feeling fearful, and especially if that fear is stopping you, because if you're allowing that fear to stop you, that is just self-sabotage. And we're very good at self-sabotaging. But we don't want fear to be that self-sabotage or to stop us in our tracks. So here are 3 steps to do if you're feeling fearful about what to do next in your career. So number 1, figure out what is causing that fear. What is really going on? Well, you know what's really going on? I don't know how to pitch myself. I don't know how to talk about myself. I don't know how to allow people to see me for how I want to be seen. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so that's just a learnable skill. That's something that you can learn. That is something that you can solve and make known. So great, figure out what that fear is and decide what it is. So if that is what it is, number 2, I want you to decide how much is it worth to you to eliminate that fear. And I'm not only talking about how much is it worth to invest, right? What is it that you want to invest in yourself and in your career? How much can you do? I'm not even just talking about that. I mean, how much is it worth to you to do that? Well, you know what? This career means the world to me. This is what I want to do. I want to be able to pitch myself because these are the goals that I have and I want to make sure I hit them. So this actually means the world to me. This means the most to me to understand that. Great. Decide how much is it worth to you. And the third thing is find someone to support you that you trust. There's a lot of people giving a lot of information out there. I get it. So find your people. Whose message do you resonate with? Who do you trust to make that unknown known? That's really the key. Who's speaking your language? Who's motivating you? Who's inspiring you? And who has information that you believe is going to eliminate that fear, give you what you need to be able to move forward and soar? That is it. So when this fear arises, again, really figure out what is causing you the fear. right? If you're like, oh God, I'm afraid to reach out to agents. Well, is it because you don't feel that your materials are good enough? Is that the fear? Or is it that you don't know how, that you don't know how to write that pitch email, that you don't really know what to say? Whatever it may be, really decide, figure it out. What is at the bottom of the fear? And again, at the bottom of the fear is just something that's unknown to you in this present moment. So once you figure out what that unknown thing is, decide how much it's worth you to eliminate the fear surrounding it and find someone you trust that can help you. That's it, right? I invest in myself all the time, not just in my business, but in myself personally if I'm finding an unknown. In my coaching business, if I hit an unknown. In my acting business, if I hit an unknown, right? We get to, and again, it doesn't always have to be a monetary thing, but we do get to find ways to invest in ourselves to eliminate that fear, or else it's always going to be there and it's always going to be the excuse. So if you're ready to take that fear and throw it away, follow these 3 steps to do so. All right, let me know below what you feel about this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you still feel like, I don't know what's in the way, I don't know what I get to do, I'm feeling a little just stuck and lost, in this post, I'm going to post a link to my free quiz, which is uncovering your actor biz superpower, because I believe that we focus so much on what we don't have, so much on the fear, so much on the lack, and we don't lean into our strengths with an S. So I really invite you to take this quiz to uncover your strength, uncover your superpower. I'm going to share with you what most likely your 3 weaknesses are and what's in the gap to get you where you want to go, which is, again, that unknown. So I'm going to share with you what is most likely your unknown within that. And then I'm going to give you 2 personalized tips to be able to move forward. So click the link in this video, take that quiz, post any comments below. Let me know what your activist superpower is below, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.